might give you life advice. Get some money.
We've had a lake effect snow band sitting over Soldier Field since about 9 this morning, and it's not supposed to budge anytime soon. The good news, the folks don't seem to mind here in Chicago. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Chicago Bears. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. To Montgomery to begin the drive. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Bad news, they didn't get it on 2nd down. The good news is they still only need about 3 or 4 inches here on 3rd.
And the good play callers have looked at both situations. They thought to themselves, okay, this call, I pick up the 1st down, already ready with that call. If I don't, this is what I'm going to come back with in order to pick it up.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. They snap it to Fields. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
On 1st down, Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And the Eagles are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Sanders will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive is 6 on the scoreboard.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early. because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Back to Montgomery on second down. Always got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second down. The Bears had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there on a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. Look at that sort of drive going right here.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
Deshaun Elliott there on the tackle. He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. On play action, Fields. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts them down in the minds of their opponents.
After the sack on first down, Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And this one is incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Well, they had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. Tackle there by big Jordan Davis.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's got a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them.
Touchdown, Philadelphia!
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might well throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Hurts eluding the pressure right. Touchdown! A.J. Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, as the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Now back to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 141 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Over the middle, complete. It's Montgomery. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. The gut, Montgomery, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
It's 4th down.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Down. Fields has to have this one. He'll get that complete to his tight end Kmet. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And he is going to lose yardage here. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Velus Jones from 13 yards out. And the Bears are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. From the 6. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now
that's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver, fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They go play action with Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. 157 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick-6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Going deep downfield for Ross. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And the Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40. Over this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young.
And the Bears will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Dashing through the snow. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On first down, Fields. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold the team.
He's got a man complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing